Welcome back to the S&T Football Podcast. Today we are talking about the playoffs, 2026, the college football playoff. We are kicking it off from no other than Norman, Oklahoma. Boomer Sooner, let's go, baby. Well, this time last season, as a Oklahoma fan, I never would have thought the Sooners would be in this position that we are about to talk about right now. They have surprised me. They have exceeded expectations, and they have absolutely prove me wrong because I predicted us to go 8-4 in our preseason talks. So the fact that we're here just amazing. Going up against Alabama once again, the Crimson Tide for the second time this year, the third time in 2 years. The previous two meetings, Oklahoma is 2-0. They beat them at home last season and on the road this year as well. So can't wait to see this third meeting. You would call it a grudge match, but Alabama is looking to not get swept here, go 0-3. So without much further ado, Tom, go ahead and take it away.
Yeah, we've seen this match once already this year, and this was when the Sooners. I don't know. I guess I'd have to ask you. Do you think this is when they played earlier this season? Was that John Mateer at 100%?
John, I don't think John has been 100% ever since that injury, honestly, early on in the season. And Alabama, our offense did not perform well that game either. So it's really been our defense just carrying us through the.
Yeah. Well, your defense did they did good enough, but your offense did good enough, and yes, your defense did win you the game earlier in the season, like many others for Oklahoma. So this is going to be a banger, I believe. The rematch, Alabama, Oklahoma. I love that it's that because Oklahoma played Alabama at Alabama.
Yep, on the road.
Okay, so yeah, now Oklahoma gets them at home. So you would imagine that they'd be a little more favored, but according to good old Las Vegas, Oklahoma's only favored by 1.5. Well, I shouldn't say only, because I do feel that's actually probably a pretty fair line because I do feel like this game is just going to be a genuine toss-up. Um, I hate to talk trash on your Sooners, but I can't even say that after Alabama just had -3 rushing yards against Georgia. This game is going to be fun. Like this is genuinely like as close of a 50-50 pick 'em as we're going to get in the first round, in my opinion. Like I have no idea because Alabama, they have good players, they have good coaching, they have it all. They have it all to be able to win. And I feel like if Alabama can win this one, that's when you really have to start thinking about them with national championship hopes. Excuse me there. But Oklahoma, on the other hand, it's like you're looking at them. It's like you said, like as a college football fan, 365 days ago, if you told me Oklahoma was going to be the 8th seed hosting Alabama, I would have told you you are nuts. But here we are, Oklahoma, number 8, hosting the Crimson Tide.
Absolutely.
I love it, man, because Norman's a good atmosphere. They're gonna pack that thing out like you wouldn't believe. Friday, 7 p.m. Get out of town, dude. That place is gonna be rocking. I love it. I can't wait. It's gonna be a great game. Honestly, I have no idea because Alabama's defense at the start of the season was their strong point, and then towards the end of the season, or was it the opposite? No, it was the opposite where the offense started off their season really good and then their defense fell off. Or no, and then their offense fell off and then their defense picked up and their defense kept them alive when their offense was trash. Kind of like the game against Oklahoma. Alabama's defense kept them in the game enough. Alabama's offense just couldn't finish the job against Oklahoma. So we'll see this week, but honestly, I don't know who's going to win. If I had to guess, I would take Alabama, but with the way that I've been betting this year, that means load up on Oklahoma. I mean, but I do think Alabama wins. I think they go back, go to work, -3 rushing yards against Georgia. They're going to fix shit. They're going to come back better. And I think this week they're going to be they're going to be a little more sharpened than Oklahoma because Oklahoma's coming off of wins and wins only. And so when you win, you're like, well, yeah, we could have done that better, but we still won. When you're Alabama and you just got stomped by Georgia and had -3 rushing yards, and you're Alabama. Now, I know it's not Nick Saban. I think most people are still thinking like, oh, it's Nick Saban. Nick Saban's going to get on there, but it's not Nick Saban. Um, a good coach nonetheless, but I do think Alabama, with the talent they have and the performance they put on in the SEC championship, I think they come to Norman and I think they win. I know you don't like to hear that, but that's my personal opinion. But my personal opinion has been wrong more than it's been right this year. So without further ado, I'll leave it to Saison.
Roll Sooners. Yes, sir. Let's go. Uh, I am going to use previous results and history to help me determine my prediction for this game, and put aside my fandom for Oklahoma. We've seen this team beat Alabama twice now. We saw them beat Alabama last year. Go back last year, Oklahoma went 6-7 to end the year after we lost a bowl game to Navy. The only reason why we were in the bowl game in the first place was because we beat Alabama. If without that win, we don't even make a bowl game last year, right? So that's the kind of team we were talking about a season ago. We beat Alabama. We went in. No, we were at home that year, but we beat them down 24-3. Just an absolute uh beat down of a game. Like we turned the ball over 2, 3, 4 times. Just absolutely curb stomped them that game, right? And we weren't even that good. This year, 10-2, we have them on the road, and not many people gave us a chance to go to Tuscaloosa and win that game, and especially with the way the offense has been playing with everything and the John Mateer injury. We go in there and we beat them again, and this time was a lot closer, yes, but we did just enough to come out with another win on the road. So you see that we beat them at home, we beat them on the road, and we have them for the third time with as much stakes as it's possibly could be in this rivalry that we're now creating. I don't see any reason why to bet against history. I don't see any reason why to swing the other way with the way we've seen these two previous games go down. So I'm going to roll with the Sooners once again. And not only that, this game is at home. Not only that, Oklahoma is making their first 12-team playoff. They have not made the playoff in I want to say like almost a decade now, if not a decade. Um, Probably the last time was with like Kyler Murray or something some years back. So this is just a huge game for Oklahoma, just for the school in total. And Brent Venables, this is a huge game for him. Going from Clemson and being a championship contender back in his old days there, coming to Oklahoma and finally, bringing this team back, to his glory. And I don't see a way they let this one go, man. Like we got to win this one at home. We got everything on the line. Um, in general, what's going to come down to this game is that whoever's going to be able to put a better game plan together, because like we said before on previous calls, like both of these teams have been struggling in recent weeks. You go back, Oklahoma has struggled against LSU and teams like that. Just been struggling ever since John Mateer's injury on offense. The defense has carried us. Alabama, struggled against Auburn, and they lost to Oklahoma before that. It's just been, of course, got beat down by Georgia SEC championship game. It's kind of been a slugfest for them as well. So both these teams are you would say they're kind of reeling coming into the playoff, but whoever figures it out on Friday is going to come out on top. And I don't think it's going to take much. I don't think it's going to take too much. Whoever can get to like 21 points, that might be the finish line. If you can get to 21, you might win this game, because I don't think it's going to be too many points on the board at the end of this one, because both these teams are just really struggling on offense right now. It's going to be a defensive game. It's going to be a rock fight. And, man, I'm just so excited. Like Friday night, this is going to be the only game to kick it off. And it's going to be in prime time. It's just going to be amazing. Kicking it off on campus, like an on-campus playoff game. That's honestly like one of the better uh, aspects of the new playoff system, having these on-campus playoff games in the first round is just amazing. It's like it's everything you want about college football. It's like there's nothing better. And I wish I could be there to be in the atmosphere, but I know that that campus is going to be rocking. And yeah, give me the Sooners, man. Give me the Sooners. I think it could go either way. Like you said, this is definitely like the closest first round game for sure. This game could go either way. It's definitely a coin toss, a pick 'em game, but I'm going to roll with the history. I'm going to roll with the results in the past, and I'm going to roll with the Sooners. Let's go.
All right.
Any final words on that, Tom?
No, sir.
Who do you think has a better chance to take out Indiana in the next round if they win this game?
Dude, I think Oklahoma and Alabama are like identical, honestly.
Yeah,
I like genuinely I kind of wonder if that's why the committee left them at 8 and 9, not to get into a whole nother conversation compared to Texas A&M Miami. Oklahoma and Alabama are just so similar. Like they are like they've gone through their ups and downs throughout the season. They've won big games, they've lost a couple big games. I don't know. Like I really don't know. It and their dynamic throughout the season changes too. Like for Oklahoma, you have John Mateer like leading the Heisman race, gets hurt. And then you have Alabama where it's like offense sucks, defense is really good, and then it flips. So it's like if you want to talk about like a game in the playoffs where it's like what team is going to show up for both teams, like what Oklahoma are we going to get? What Alabama are we going to get? Are we going to get the Alabama that can't run the ball for positive yardage throughout 60 minutes of football? Or are we going to get the Alabama who their offense is clean as a whistle? Are we going to get the Oklahoma defense that even though Alabama's offense is clean as a whistle, they're going to shut them down? What offense from Oklahoma are we going to get? Does John Mateer feel better after having all that time off?
right.
Stuff like that. It's like that stuff matters when you're talking about like key players and like different things where it's like Alabama had to play, Oklahoma didn't. John Mateer needed the rest. If Oklahoma was playing in the SEC championship, it would have gone the same way for Oklahoma that it did Alabama, respectfully.
Fair,
And
fair.
we'll see. Like all you can say now is this is what the playoffs were made for. Is we'll see. Because if you told me you were like Oklahoma or Alabama would whoever wins this game ends up winning the Natty, I'd be like, like as crazy as that sounds, it's really not that crazy. Because you go, well, I can see you can put it in your mind like you'd be like, I can see Oklahoma winning it all if John Mateer comes back and starts playing like he did before he got hurt. If he plays like that the rest of the season, and then the Oklahoma defense keeps playing like they have in the back half of the season,
Watch,
Oklahoma's a genuine contender.
watch out.
You look at Alabama. You look at Alabama. Alabama is literally the same thing. It's not like one player or anything like Oklahoma's necessarily is, but if Alabama's offense can play the way that they've played when they were really good, and Alabama's defense can play the way that they've played when they were really good, like if you can, it's like if they can put a full game together, because it seems like both teams they can't quite put all three aspects together for a full game. Does that make sense? Like
Yeah,
offense, defense, special teams.
yeah.
Neither team has done that a single game this year. Like there hasn't been a full game where it's like, oh, Oklahoma's offense was perfect and the defense played great. Like no, there has not been that yet this year, in my opinion. I don't think we've seen the full potential. And I'm not talking like I'm talking against like Power Four schools. Those other schools don't count. Like, yeah, congratulations, you blew out a team by 50 points that has no business even like they should drop to D2. Like don't tell me that. But I'm just saying both of these teams, if they put a full game together, have a very solid chance to run the table. But that's what would have to happen. And I don't know if it's going to happen. And I think this game is going to tell us which team is which. Or if they're both the same. Who knows? But those are my final thoughts. That's all I got to say.
A lot of question marks in this one for sure. It's definitely going to come down to whichever team can put a full 60 together, like you said. Whichever team wants to rise up and put some offense together, put some points on the board, whoever can make the big plays and, win the turnover battle, that's what this game's going to come down to. And, like you said, there's a lot of question marks. We don't know which team is going to show up, and we don't know which team's going to put that together. But something about it, man, I just think that Oklahoma might just find a way. That pass rush, that defense is just overwhelming at times, and I don't know if the Alabama offense is going to hold up against that. -3 rushing yards against Georgia, it's not looking good. So if John Mateer can even throw, just a couple, big plays, a couple touchdowns, that might be enough to come out in this one. So, but like you said, I can't wait to see it. Very excited.